Welcome back to Three Guys Talk. My name is Chris.
Right, Randy.
And we're here with episode 5. We're at 5 now. Of Vinland Saga.
Viking.
The content you are about to watch will contain spoilers. You have been warned.
Okay, so episode 5 starts off with Thorfinn still stowed away on his father's ship that's being towed? Yanked? I think it's towed.
I think it's towed.
It's being towed by Askeladd's. I think that's how you say his name. And his crew. So yeah, they stop off in England. I'm pretty sure it's England.
Probably
because I was 98% sure it's England. They stop off there to go a Viking. That's right. I love saying that, to go a Viking. That's what it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I was about to say. So is a Viking an actual noun?
It is a everyday word.
Wow. Okay.
It is.
Right.
It is a verb too.
Right.
Just remember that. So yeah. So they go to an English village and destroy everybody, just for fun.
To be honest, yeah.
Pretty much.
Literally just for fun.
Just for fun.
I mean, already it's true. They literally did.
And then, so after they do that, they have their nights of eating and drinking and everything. Thorfinn finds a sword, and hold on, we're not at that part yet.
No, I was gonna say, it'd be cool having one of those little Viking cups, the horn.
Yeah, I have one.
That would be.
I'll go get it. I'll get it next time. Hopefully I can find it. I have one though.
That'd be cool.
It came from my loot crate.
And drink some meat out of it.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't know. I don't know if we have mead, but whatever.
I'm gonna drink some beer out of it.
So Thorfinn goes and finds a sword, and then goes and finds where Askeladd is sleeping, and he was
slumbering.
He was ready to strike, but he didn't. He did not strike, so it's a good thing. He couldn't bring himself to do it because he's an honorable 6-year-old boy. Can you believe he's still 6?
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's like Dragon Ball Z. Let's have him fly to Namek right now.
Right.
So yeah, he doesn't actually fight him, or chop his head off in his sleep. I don't think it would have happened anyway because Askeladd was awake.
Yeah.
So the next day, he actually openly challenges him to a duel. Literally gets his ass kicked. Well, not his ass. His stomach, but it is kicked.
I was like, yeah, he gets toyed with. Nah, I wouldn't say toyed. It was more...
No, that's the second duel he gets toyed with. I don't even think at that point he was at the toying with level. It was just like, yeah.
It was kind of like, okay, you're done.
So he goes off into the forest to lick his wounds and to discover that he's much better with his little short dagger instead of a sword that's probably bigger and heavier than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Come on, kid. Think of stuff. Ends up,
I was thinking about that too. I was like, why doesn't he just use his little dagger? Like, he can't even lift the sword or practice, with the sword and then go back to his little dagger when he wants to fight or something.
Don't know. I mean, you gotta remember, he's a young kid, and what happens with young kids, they go ahead and they want to do what the adults do.
Mm-hmm.
The adults have a big-ass sword. I want a big-ass sword.
Yeah, as I said, most little kids always mirror the adults.
Yeah.
Adults.
So,
Adults.
he realizes he needs to use that little dagger, ends up getting pretty good with it, slicing and everything, and throwing the dagger. Ends up killing a wolf. That point, I was kind of like, I don't want to watch this episode right now. Not because of the wolf, just the sound it makes. I don't like when dogs die in anything. So, yeah. Yeah. So after a few weeks, I would say, probably go by, because they had to wait for payment for Thor's head and everything. He challenges him again, and this time he's at the toying level, and loses again, of course. And then Askeladd was like, next time, prove yourself in battle, and then you can challenge me to an actual duel, and I'll actually be serious about it. And that's where it ends. Thorfinn's going like, I'll do that, you mother. So But yeah, so you want to go to ratings?
Yeah.
Kind of got through that pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there's
Yeah,
really nothing to talk about with this because
it's mainly story, and the biggest part of it was him training by himself, and it wasn't like you got to see it all.
Hard training. Yeah.
No, it was okay. I'm gonna swing the dagger around, and oh my gosh, I can actually throw this. Let's throw it.
Whew.
And you don't even see him hit like a rabbit that he ended up catching. So
he just tosses it.
Well, I mean, I knew that. I was just saying, like,
I mean, I was like, what else could you add besides the whole description?
Yeah. So then,
what happened?
Quit ruining it.
I want one of those horn drinks.
Did you see anything that caught your eye?
The horn drink.
So let's go to ratings. Randy, what is your rating?
I gave it 2 thumbs up. I like the story of it. It was good. I like to see him train. It was cool that he finally got to kill a rabbit.
He killed the wolf too.
And the wolf.
Yeah.
Although the wolf pretty much killed himself because he did run right into a dagger.
Yeah, that's why I kind of was like...
I gave her smart animal. Duh.
Okay, Trey?
I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah, make sure.
I didn't change it.
Yeah, I was literally about to say you didn't ask. So
I didn't ask. I assumed. I assumed.
You know, I love story-driven animes, and I love Thorfinn's character development right now. It is kind of annoying to see a little bit because, of course, he's just a kid, so that whole mindset of just the kid mindset is still kind of new to me. I'm still trying to go over that, but overall, I'm liking the story, and I literally want to see what happens in the next episode.
Oh, you know what? We forgot to put in.
I gave it 2 thumbs up as well because it's my turn to give my rating.
My bad.
Pretty much, it was pretty good. There you go. What did you want to say?
I forgot the dude's name. The dude that was traveling with
Leaf.
Leaf?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Yeah. Forgot to add in that he's going after them now.
He did. They did have a thing. I completely forgot about.
Yeah, I was about to say I completely forgot about.
Because I mean, it wasn't
that little like section.
Yeah, it wasn't very. It's not story related. It's just so Leaf makes it back to their village and tells them that Thor's is dead, and then Ylva, his daughter, is all like, "Yeah, I got to do all this work."
It's like, all right. Next day happens,
and she literally was just keeping her mind on work, and then as soon as work was done, tears.
Yep.
So
pretty much,
which made sense. I teared up a little bit. I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, of course.
So,
get your
like,
dad.
People, doors.
So, all right. So let's go to the random history fact of the day.
Random history fact.
It's another butt one.
Yeah, butt one.
Yes. Remember the first one?
I completely
forgot.
my god. Yeah, I did.
So Henry VIII literally had people known as the grooms of stool, which their whole job was to literally wipe his ass after he took a number 2.
That is one crappy job.
I wouldn't want nobody to wipe.
Pun intended.
I wouldn't want nobody to wipe.
Well, you're a king. You don't do that. You don't touch
when you're a royalty, you don't touch.
I don't want
God's
nobody wiping my ass.
Place.
Do you want somebody's hand in the middle of your crack?
I never had that happen. So
well, let me show you how it feels. Let me just.
I don't really care for a guy.
It's like getting up a day.
I have had one of those. Japan. Fancy toilets everywhere.
I'm about to say I've wanted to
heated seats.
I wanted to see how a bidet feels, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure it feels awkward, but at the same time, it feels good.
It feels weird. It feels very weird.
It's that mixture.
But okay, so yeah. Also, side fact, he knighted every one of them. He had 4 of them. He knighted them.
Of course, you have to knight them.
So there you go.
You're doing handy work with that toilet paper.
That's your random history fact of the day. So go ahead, leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't. We've been 3 Guys Talk. My name is Chris,
Trey,
Randy,
and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.